The number one thing you need to know to not get ripped off when buying a diamond is to know how to read a diamond certificate. This, for most people, will be a one-time purchase that you have in your life, and diamond retailers will take advantage of your lack of knowledge because it can be confusing. Now, the great thing is, diamond certificates are your best weapon to not getting ripped off when buying a diamond. So in this video, I'm gonna tell you all you need to know as a consumer so you can buy a diamond with confidence and not get ripped off. The first thing you need to look at when looking at the diamond certificate is who made the diamond certificate. Here are a few different diamond certificates, but the one that I want to focus on is GIA. GIA is a non-profit diamond certificate lab that grades diamonds, and they are the gold standard in diamond certificates. Most other diamond labs are for-profit. Now, a for-profit lab can be honest, but most are not. Normally, they work in conjunction with diamond retailers to inflate the grading of the diamonds. So for example, look at these diamonds. Their diamond clarity is very different. The one on the left is way more flawed, yet they have the same clarity grade. The difference is the one that is less flawed and more pristine was graded by GIA, and the other was a for-profit lab. The end result for a consumer like yourself is someone sees these two diamonds in the diamond store and they have all these intense lights that make the diamonds sparkle excessively, and you can't even really see the difference in clarity with the naked eye, so you think they're pretty much just the same by first glance. In fact, all you see is they are graded the same and the one is a little less expensive, so of course you're gonna buy the one that's less expensive. So now you buy it and you just bought a lower quality diamond. Had it been graded by GIA, it would have been put in a price range that should have been even lower than what you bought it for. So they make more money and you get ripped off. That is one reason why you need to make sure the diamond is graded by GIA and has a GIA diamond certificate. I will link to an online store below this YouTube video that only sells GIA graded diamonds. And if you watch my other YouTube videos, you know why shopping at that online store below is better than even shopping in person at brick and mortar stores. Anyway, the next thing you need to look at when looking at a certificate is the GIA report number. Every diamond is given a number and printed on this report. Much like a fingerprint, every diamond has a combination of microscopic clarity flaws, different cut angles, and a tinge of color that can all be graded and make each diamond unique and identifiable. One of the main reasons for a diamond certificate is to map out all these characteristics to make sure you can always identify your diamond. This is what prevents jewelers and thieves from switching out your diamond without the risk of being caught. To make it even easier, thanks to lasers, now that number can microscopically be inscribed on the girdle of your diamond. You will know if your diamond has this because it will show up here on the diamond certificate. This makes identifying your diamond even easier. Now, we won't go in exact order and we're gonna skip to the grading results and come back to the others later because, in my opinion, this is what is next most important. First, we come to carat weight. It is important to know carat is the weight of the diamond. In fact, divide the carat weight by 5 and you will get the diamond's weight in grams. This is pretty important, but it only tells you the weight. It doesn't tell you how big the diamond appears. Diamonds of the same carat can appear different sizes, and you should watch my video on carat if you want to know more on that. Now, if you want to get a feel for the different sizes of carat and how it affects price, you can watch my diamond size and price comparison videos, or go to a website below that will give you an idea. Skipping down, the cut grade is the most important grade in my opinion. It will tell you if the diamond appears as big as the carat suggests. For example, the two diamonds here are the exact same carat, but they differ in size when looking down on them by 0.2 millimeters, which is quite a bit when looking down on these small diamonds. Now, diamond grades go from poor to excellent. These two both are a step below excellent and are graded as very good. You see, any diamond not graded excellent can be cut to maximize profits. It just so happens when they are cut so that they appear smaller when looking down on them, it results in higher profits for the diamond retailers. So you can see why the cut grade affects the size of the diamond. But actually, the cut grade isn't measured for the optimal size. What the cut grade really tells you is how well the diamond refracts light back at your eye, and thus if the diamond is sparkling at its peak. When I put those two very good cut diamonds we were looking at next to the diamond in the middle that has an excellent or ideal cut, you can see the diamond with the excellent cut sparkles much more. Now let's look at those diamonds under this device called an ideal scope. It tells you how much light returns to your eye. The more red, the better. The excellent cut diamond, you can see, returns a lot of red. Under normal circumstances, this just means the diamond is gonna sparkle more. The very good cut is missing some red in the inner circle, telling you light is lost through the back of the diamond and is not refracting all the light back at your eye, which then once again tells you the diamond will not be sparkling at its peak and also not appear as bright as the excellent cut diamond. Watch my diamond cut video for more on that, but in my opinion, you should never go for anything less than an excellent cut. Going back to the certificate, let's go to color grade. Colors are graded from D, which is the most colorless, to Z, which is the most yellow. Most diamond retailers don't sell below a K in color. I don't recommend going below an F in color if your diamond will be next to other diamonds, as this will make it look more yellow by comparison to the other diamonds next to it. If the diamond you're about to purchase is not going to be next to other diamonds, an I grade doesn't look too yellow. Past K, and all diamonds start becoming noticeably yellow. Now the last grade in this section is the clarity grade. Now I haven't told you this, but the right panel of these certificates give you the scales. Clarity has a funny grading scale, so check that scale when you are looking at the clarity grade. Clarity is graded on a scale from what they call flawless to included and is based on the size, nature, number, position, and characteristics visible under a 10 times magnification. The higher the scale, the less noticeable the flaws or blemishes of the diamond are to the naked eye. VS2 diamonds normally have flaws that aren't very noticeable to the naked eye. I don't go below a VS2. Now going to further down on the grading report, you have the polish and the symmetry grade. They are important, but I personally never base my decision on diamonds off these numbers. Still, the better the polish and how symmetrical a diamond is, the better. Moving a little further on, we go to fluorescence. I think this category is kind of cool. Some diamonds actually glow blue and sometimes even other colors under fluorescent light, and other diamonds do not. The fluorescence grade will tell you how blue and how strong the fluorescence will be under fluorescent light. I don't mind my diamonds actually with some fluorescence, but that is debatable to some people. You can watch my video on fluorescence if you want. I think it's kind of cool to have some fluorescence. Sometimes it might make your diamond a tad less expensive and can possibly make your diamond appear less yellow. And on top of that, it kind of glows under fluorescent light, which in my opinion is just cool. People don't like some of the fluorescent diamonds because it can make the diamond appear less clear. Just make sure your diamond is above a VS2, and a lot of the negative effects of fluorescence will be negligible if present at all. Overall, it is not that important to most people, but now you know how to read fluorescence. So now the rest of the report just tells us more in depth about the grades we have already covered. Proportions maps out the exact cut angles of the cut grade we just looked at. They will tell you more about how the diamond was cut. For example, from this you can deduce if the diamond was cut too shallow or too deep. It is more complicated than this, but adding these two angles together will tell you if the diamond is cut deep. So going back to our diamonds that had a cut grade of very good, the one that appears bigger looking down on it also looks shorter from the profile due to these angles being smaller when added together. Then we look at the other diamond of those two that we looked at, the one that looks smaller when looking down on the table from above. It has a more obtuse angle when adding those two angles together, giving the diamond a longer look from the profile, but once again, smaller when looking at the circumference or diameter when looking down on the diamond. If your diamond is round cut, then this diagram will be drawn to the actual proportions of the diamond. I think that's pretty cool. Now, further on to the report, clarity characteristics are just the map from the top and the bottom of the diamond with all the diamond flaws. There are a lot of types of diamond flaws, but sometimes it makes a difference where a flaw is. A flaw in the center of the table of the diamond is way worse than on the sides, where a flaw can be hidden under a prong of a diamond ring or necklace or whatever you're gonna buy. If you want to know more about any of these grades, I have a website below that has interactive tools to help you see how the certificate markings appear on actual diamonds, so you can compare the type of clarity flaw to what it would look like on the diamond. But once again, most of these are so small you won't even be able to see them. And that interactive tool will also help you understand the other grades like color, clarity, cut. Additional comments on the grading report normally tells you more about what they couldn't put on the clarity characteristics section. I would just stay clear of clouds if your clarity grade is less than a VVS2, because large clouds can be big enough to affect the overall brilliance of the diamond. Now, sometimes diamonds are treated to change the flaws and things. If a treatment is detected, such as a laser drilling, it would be described here in the additional comments. Now, I didn't cover the shape and cutting style category because it's pretty straightforward. Diamonds have different shapes. This here will tell you which shape it is. But going back, we look at measurements. This is mostly important if you didn't get an excellent cut diamond. This tells us the minimum and maximum diameter of the diamond by the height of the diamond from the center of the table to the point of the cutlet on the diamond. And if all that sounds confusing, just trust me and get an excellent cut diamond. Anyway, the online stores linked to below this YouTube video will help you out, and they are much better, in my opinion, than brick and mortar stores, and you'll see why. Watch more of my videos on shopping for diamonds and rings and engagement ideas and tips now, and like and subscribe.